This fiery, mysterious, hellish biome will present you with many challenges, and we're all going to die a lot. But first, how do we get there? Let's cover two scenarios. Number one, you have a world where you haven't yet explored the Ashlands. And number two, you have a world where you have explored the previous Ashlands area. In this world, you can see I've only explored the spawn area. So let's fly down to the Ashlands now and see what awaits us. As you'd expect, the Ashlands biome loads in properly. But what if you have already explored parts of it? Well, in this world, I have revealed the entire map. And in this area here, I walked around the Ashlands biome, built things, and changed the terrain. As you can see, the Ashlands biome has updated to the new Ashlands. The things I built have been destroyed though, so you need to be careful and back up your worlds if you want to save any builds. A video tutorial is in the description. Obviously, if you start a new world, you'll have the new Ashlands biome. The Ashlands biome will have no land connections to any other biomes. As such, you must sail there the first time you go. In future, you can of course portal back, and why not use the new portal? That's right, we now have stone portals in Valheim. These portals allow you to teleport everything in the game, including all of these items. The portal is much bigger than the wooden one, and it requires some new materials, which I'll cover later. When sailing to Ashlands, you may encounter this guy, the Bonemaw Serpent. Take your best bow and strong arrows to defeat it. It will drop bonemaw meat and bonemaw teeth, which float. It also has the chance to drop a trophy, but that sinks. Kill it on land or in shallow water to get the trophy. Be careful though. The water around Ashlands, shown by the darker color on the map, is boiling hot. It will start killing you after about 10 seconds if you swim in it. You can see when you're getting hotter as the edges of the screen become more and more orange. Also, the Carve and Longship will be destroyed quickly by the water. Only the new Drakkar Boat can handle these waters. Crafting it requires ceramic plates. Use your majestic carapace, previously the queen drop, to upgrade your artisan table with the artisan press. You can then craft ceramic plates using black marble. One awesome thing about the Drakkar is it can actually be used to transport mobs. When you first land in the Ashlands, you'll want to make a safe return portal, but be careful. Fire spread is a thing in the Ashlands biome, so don't build anything wooden near to fires. This is a setting you can turn on for the entire world if you wish. Just be careful with any previous wooden builds near fire. It's worth mentioning that during Ashland storms, meteors fall. This can damage your builds on impact, as well as causing them to catch fire, and that fire can spread. You can protect against this using a shield generator. Crafting one requires iron, copper, and a shield core. Make the shield core in a level 2 artisan table. The shield generator requires bones to power it, and will also protect you from ranged attacks. However, this depletes its durability fast, and it also doesn't stop mobs just walking inside to attack you. There's lava all over the Ashlands biome, and walking in it will kill you very quickly. If you drink fire resistance mead, it actually doesn't really help much. Lava will also destroy anything built too close to it, including stone. When exploring, you will encounter many different mobs, so let's go through each of them, starting with a fallen Valkyrie. These aerial nightmares shoot fire at you, as well as dealing significant damage when they get close. They drop celestial feathers and trophies. The 4 types of Charred all drop charred bones. The Warlock and Archer deal range damage, whereas the Warrior and Twitcher will give melee attacks, though the Twitchers will also throw rocks at you. Also, the Warlock will actually spawn charred Twitchers whilst you're fighting it. The Twitcher does not drop a trophy. The Warrior, Archer, and Warlock will drop a trophy, and the 3 can be combined to make this by placing 3 item stands in a vertical line. The Morgan will awake and spring out of the ground at you. It jumps around a lot and attempts powerful hits with its arms. It drops the Morgan Heart, Sinew, and a trophy. Asksvins are the Ashland locks. They will attack you with big headbutts. However, they can be tamed and ridden. The Asksvin saddle will require flametal in order to craft, and we'll talk about how we get that a bit later. You can also breed them to produce the cutest Valheim baby yet, the Asksvin calf. You can breed Asksvins using these things right here, these smoke puffs, which you'll just find on the floor around the Ashlands biome. Asksvins drop hides, tails, bladders, and a trophy. Vultures will swoop at you to attack, but they aren't the strongest mobs. They drop feathers, vulture meat, vulture eggs, and a trophy. Lava blobs will explode when you get near them, covering you in lava that deals significant damage. They drop prussite powder and sulfur, but don't have a trophy. There are also dwerger camps in Ashlands. Just like Mistlands, they won't attack you unless you attack them first. There are many new materials you can gather from the Ashlands biome. One of the most important, yet most challenging to get, is flametal. It sits in deposits surrounded by lava, so how do you get to it? Well, you can make basalt bombs. These require Asksvin hides and bladders, as well as prussite powder. They can be made in a level 1 workbench. When thrown at lava, they solidify, forming platforms that you can parkour across. Be careful though, they don't last forever. Make sure you take enough bombs to get back to safety when you're done mining. The flametal deposits are like leviathans. After a while, they'll make a noise and they'll rise up a little bit and then sink right down into the lava. So make sure you start planning your escape and running away as soon as you start to realize that's happening. Flametal ore can be mined with the black metal pickaxe and then processed in a blast furnace. The scorched trees give us the new ashwood and charcoal resin. These trees can be cut with any axe. You'll see rocks and ruins which can be mined to give you grouston. We also have the smoke puffs and fiddleheads which can be picked up, and these unstable lava rocks. These can be mined, but if you shoot them with arrows then you won't get hurt when they explode. You'll get prussite powder from these. Also, be on the lookout for ancient pots. Smashing them will give you pot shards, which you can use to make the new decorative pots. Also, you'll sometimes find hidden treasure in them, like this mead. You'll see Asksvin skeletons in several locations. Smashing them will give you bones, as well as a chance at some different Asksvin skeleton pieces, like this one here. Sulfur rocks can be shot down for their sulfur, but they do seem quite rare at the moment. Vineberry clusters can be found on ruins and picked up. This gives you a chance to get the vineberry seeds. Plant these in cultivated soil near build pieces. They can be planted in any biome and will grow up your buildings for a nice aesthetic. You'll be able to pick vinewood clusters off these in the future. This is a monument of torment. It's a charred spawner found across the Ashlands biome. It can be destroyed, or you can keep it as a farm. You'll also find Putrid Holes. They're kind of like troll caves, but for the Morgans. Inside, you'll find loot chests, ancient pots, Asksvin skeletons, molten cores, and vegvisors. These can show you the spawn location of the new mini-boss, or one of the Drynwyn fragment locations. The Drynwyn is a special new sword that requires 3 hidden fragments to make it. Not only does the Drynwyn look incredible even when it's just on your back, but its attacks are epic, dealing fire and slash damage. The new mini-boss is Lord Reto, named after Valheim community legend RSM Lord on Discord. I will make a full guide on how to defeat him, but for now all I can say is he's very tough and deals devastating attacks. Killing him will give you the final Drynwyn fragment. The main Ashlands dungeons are the Charred fortresses, and they're unlike any previous dungeon. When you get close, the Scug, which are the turrets that are up on the walls, will shoot at you. The only way in is to build siege equipment and smash down the walls. The catapult requires a charred cogwheel, which you can currently only get by destroying these enemy turrets. So you'll have to use just a battering ram on the first time that you enter. Inside, you'll find charred mobs and the effigy of Malice, which is a charred spawner. There are charred chests outside the main tower, and if you smash inside, you can find another chest, molten cores, and bell fragments inside a case that you can smash open. You can also find the vegvisor for the new boss inside these charred fortresses. Join my Valheim server, see my videos before anyone else, watch me stream on Twitch, save 10% on your game servers, or buy merch. All these links in the video description. The new Valheim boss is my favorite yet. Not only does he look fantastic, but he has an intriguing lore. Where there's a mother, there must be a father. We had Moder, and now we have Father, and I probably just butchered that pronunciation, but this is a giant dragon beast who is ferocious and imposing. I highly recommend you play the music during your fight because it really rocks. Spawn in Father by creating bells in the Black Forge. You'll need 9 fragments to craft 3 bells. Killing Father gives you his trophy and Father relics. These don't have a use yet, but they will in the next update. The Father boss stone will appear in your existing worlds when you play the update. His ability will give you plus 300 max carry weight and plus 10% movement speed while activated. A full Father fight guide will be on my channel soon. There are 2 new armor sets and 1 new magic armor set, which I cover later. We have Flametal armor and Asksvin armor. When equipped, Flametal armor gives you 40% heat resistance and minus 10% movement speed. Level 1 Flametal gives you 114 armor and another 12 from the new Ashen Cape for a total of 126 armor without any upgrades. The full Asksvin set at level 1 with the cape gives you 85 armor, and I think you'll agree that both these new armor sets look absolutely amazing. Another fun addition is the Asksvin cloak. Run with the wind behind you and you'll be uncatchable. Unfortunately, Moder's ability doesn't currently work for the cape, but maybe this will be changed in the future. There are 2 new shields in the game that come in 5 different colors each, and they look incredible. Their stats and recipes are on screen now if you want to pause and take a screenshot. There is an incredible new mechanic that will literally change Valheim forever. You can combine Flametal weapons with 3 different gems. We have the Bloodstone, Iolite, and Jade. This will upgrade your weapons to magical weapons with either blood, storm, or nature-based effects. So how do we do this? Well, you'll first need to collect some gems. These can be found in the Charred fortresses. You'll also need a Black Forge level 3 or higher. There's 2 new Black Forge upgrades, the Metal Cutter and the Gem Cutter. Once you make a Flametal weapon, you'll then be able to upgrade it. For example, I've made a Flametal mace, so I can now make a Bludgeon, Stormstar, or Clausen. The Bloodstone upgrade makes your weapon deal more damage as your health decreases. The Iolite upgrade gives the weapon lightning damage, and the Jade upgrade gives a 15% chance to immobilize your enemy. As you can see, these gem upgrades are incredible, and it gives us huge potential for the weapon system in the future of Valheim. There's also been additions to magic in Valheim. We have the new armor set, the Robes of Embla. A full set gives you 115% Ita regeneration. Why not use your Ita to summon a giant undead troll? Yes, you heard me right. How cool is this? We can summon this guy in with the new troll staff. Be careful though, this guy will attack you as well as other enemies. We also have 2 new magic staffs which you can use to attack enemies with. We have the Staff of the Wild, which when you fire it actually gives you elder-like roots that will attack enemies for you, which is pretty cool. Then we have the Staff of Fracturing, which does this explosive fire attack, and there's a new Galder table upgrade, the Feathery Wreath, plus a new Lingering Item Mead. There are over 70 new buildable items, so they really warrant a video of their own. However, here are some of the highlights. We have the Ashwood Door and the awesome Flametal Gate. The new Ashwood walls give us a nice new texture. I love the new Bone Throne on top of the Asksvin rug, which covers the new Ashwood floor. You can do some nice decorations with it, and it has a nice smooth texture. We also have straw, an Ashwood bench, and the new Ashwood bed. There are a range of new Growston pillars and walls. Plus we have these Growston stairs and steep stairs. All of this is also built on the beautiful new Growston floor. The Ashwood stairs look great. There are some nice decorations such as the Ashwood decorative wall and floor, but my favorite is the new window. The Ashwood divider and arches are also very nice. Finally, we have the new Growston roof pieces with these nice brownish tiles. The Ashwood stake hall is as dangerous as it looks, and the bone stacks give us something to do with our excess bones, as does the Asksvin skeleton. But the best new build item is without a doubt the lava lamp. I love this. I had one as a kid and it's given me such nostalgia. Ashlands has brought 15 new food items and 2 new meads to the game. There's also a new cauldron upgrade, the rolling pins and cutting board, which must be placed on a wall. It requires Flametal and Ashwood to make, so it is a late game upgrade. The new food items are all on this table. If you want a spreadsheet of their stats, you can join my Discord, linked in the description. As for the meads, we have the Lingering Health Mead, which increases your health regeneration by 25% for 5 minutes. Its mead base is made using sap, vineberry clusters, and smoke puffs. We also have the Lingering Item Mead, which increases Ita regeneration by 25% for 5 minutes. It requires sap, vineberry clusters, and mage caps to make the mead base for it. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more Valheim content, then please do consider subscribing.